Hey, my name's Colin. You probably know me from GameSpot.com and GiantBomb.com as I Love Thee Not. This shall be my Leaf podcast, my very first one. I'm going to basically cover what they've done in the off-season so far. Alright, so let's get started. During the draft, the Leafs traded their one of the third-round picks they got in the 08 trade deadline to the St. Louis Blues for semi-enforcer Jamal Maris. Not a bad trade. He's a little bit of a goon, but they really need the grit right now because they lost Chad Kilger, Wade Belak, Hal Gill, and a couple other idiots like Andy Wozniewski, etc. After that, they signed Curtis Joseph. Leaf fans will know him as Cujo. He was playing games last year, and he went, let's see, what was his stats? Hang on, just loading the page up. Probably should have done this before the podcast, but whatever. Alright. Joseph went 3-2-0, had a .906 save percentage, a 2.55 goals against average, and 0 shutouts for the Calgary Flames. Not bad stats. Pretty good for a backup. Yeah, that's a pretty good signing for the Leafs. They also waived Kyle Wellwood to waivers. He was then picked up by the Vancouver Canucks. Wellwood's a little bit of a head case, so it's kind of a good thing they got rid of him, if you think about it. He can't do much. He can't check. He's basically a goal scorer, but not a very good one. They also signed Jeff Finger, who was with the Colorado Avalanche last year. We won't really notice him because he's a stay-at-home defenseman, but hey, he can at least put some points up, and he's got a wicked drive, so that's a good thing, and he's known to drop the gloves. After that, they signed Nicholas Hagman, who had a career year last year. His points were as follows. Hang on, still loading. 27 goals, 14 assists, 41 points, plus 4, 41 penalty minutes. 51, not 41. I was reading too quickly. That's not bad. He was drafted in the third round, 70th overall by the Florida Panthers. He's played 481 NHL games, has 80 goals, 85 assists, 165 points, and a -22. Hagman's a good signing for the Leafs. He's probably going to be one of their top wingers. My guess is he'll play with Alex Steen and Nick Antropov, which will be a good line. A bit grinder, or too much of a grinder line for a true first line. The Leafs do not have any first liners because they lost Matt Sundin to free agency. We do not know if Matt Sundin is going to come back or what yet. He said he was going to make his decision yesterday, but we have no news as of now. Let's see, what else have the Leafs done? They've also gotten center Mikhail Grabovski from the Montreal Canadiens. They traded defensive prospect Greg Patron and a 2010 second-round pick. Acquired Ryan Holweg from the New York Rangers for a fifth-round pick. Now, Holweg, he's a fast skater, but he can't do much else. He's basically a skater, a checker, and a goon. He's as big a goon as you can get, really. He only has, I think, 4 NHL points. I'll check that, though, to make sure. Just a second. Stupid internet, speed up. Come on, hurry up. I'm sorry if this seems so disorganized. It's my first podcast, and I'm not used to it yet. So, let's see here. Shit. Should have clicked the Rangers because I forgot. Oh, wait. It's got a link here somewhere. Hang on. Okay, he has 12 points in 200 games. That's terrible. Really, it is. I can't think of anything to say. He's young, yeah, sure, but he isn't going to be much more than a fourth liner at best. Last year, which was, I think, his best year. No, it actually 05-06 was his best year, but only by 1 point. Yeah, great. Okay, he had 2 goals, 2 assists, 4 points, and a -12 rating. I think that the Leafs would probably have been better to go after pretty much the same player in Andrew Peters, a little bit, actually a lot bigger, and a lot more aggressive. Peters would have been the better overall choice to give that, to trade the draft pick for, I think. Or they could probably have just got him somehow for less. Okay, so this has been my first Leaf podcast. I know it wasn't probably the best, but hey, at least it's a start. Alright, I'd like to thank the following people, just because they inspired me to do this. I'd like to thank Steve Dangle from YouTube. He does weekly Leaf videos, and he's really funny. This is what mainly inspired me to do it. And I would also like to thank... Hang on a sec. Stupid internet again, and the thing's lagging. Hang on. I would like to thank Bosox09 as well, for being the first person to actually post on my GameSpot Leaf blog. Alright guys, see you later. Post comments on Giant Bomb and GameSpot. I'd like to hear your opinions on what you think of my podcast so far, what I need to improve on, and stuff you'd like to see. Also, feel free to email me at simsthatlookLikeHobbits@gmail.com, any of your NHL Leaf questions or NHL hockey game questions. I am always free to answer them. Okay, see you later then.